Yes, people, what is happening? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing okay. And today, I'm going to be bringing you your latest and greatest Tottenham updates regarding the head coach position. But before we get into the video, make sure if you're new here to smash that subscribe button, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss an upload on the content. So I think you can expect to see all kinds of Tottenham Hotspur content, whether it be match previews, match reviews, player ratings, predicted lineups, Tottenham updates, transfer updates, debriefs and day after shows after every single Tottenham Hotspur game and fixture, the whole shebang. So make sure to smash that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Tottenham Updates video, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the managerial position, the head coach position at Tottenham Hotspur. So, it was a couple of days ago that Fabrizio Romano revealed that Tottenham Hotspur have scheduled a meeting with Ten Hag, the Ajax coach. Obviously, you know, everyone remembers when they made it to that semi-final where that brilliant team in Tottenham Hotspur did knock them out, right? Absolutely brilliant coach, in my opinion. Would have loved to have him at Tottenham Hotspur. And apparently Tottenham Hotspur did schedule a meeting. But news came out in the early hours of the morning this morning, coming out from Romano. Ten Hag has extended his Ajax contract until 2023, right? Ten Hag has extended his contract till 2023 as the head coach of Ajax after being turned down in a meeting with Tottenham Hotspur regarding their managerial position. So, right, a lot of people, including me, thought when I first read the first bit of this news that, okay, he's obviously come to Tottenham. The board have said something that he don't like about the money that he's going to invest into the team or whatever. And basically, you know, he doesn't want to be the Tottenham Hotspur coach. But it's actually Tottenham Hotspur who have turned him down. Apparently, it's due to how he's not fluent in English, apparently. That's something that I heard on from a reliable source today. And it just doesn't make sense to me, you know. You look at a manager like Ten Hag, the guy's experienced, in my opinion. He's fantastic. He knows how to win things. His youth development skills is absolutely brilliant. His tactics are fantastic. The style of football he plays is there. Look, the guy would have been perfect for Tottenham Hotspur. And if we're looking to do a rebuild, I think he should be the coach. But by the looks of it, we're not looking for a rebuild. We're looking to try and continue this run where we haven't won a trophy, but it's kind of our time now. You know, it's our run where we deserve to win something. So, Ten Hag turned down by Tottenham Hotspur doesn't make sense to me. And the excuse, you know, that obviously Levy and Enoch have sent and Joe Lewis have sent out to the sources to put out there is that he wasn't fluent in English. Absolute rubbish, right? Absolute rubbish. The only reason you would have turned him down is because he would have said something about the backing of the money that he got or to do with the board. One bit of criticism and you're out of there because the board cannot handle it. They'll do anything they can to shut us down. And it's ridiculous, this, in my opinion. It's absolutely ridiculous. But that takes on to our next bit of news from Standard Sport, and they state Gareth Southgate is flattered by interest from Tottenham and would consider if sacked by the FA for the England job. I really don't want Southgate. I'll be 100% honest. You know, he tried managing a club beforehand. It didn't work out, obviously, you know, at Cardiff. And he's managing England right now. A lot of people saying he's done a good job getting them to the semi-final. Southgate didn't get them to the semi-final. Southgate's tactics and team selection a lot of the time, even now, are completely wrong in my opinion. He didn't get them there. It's the players who showed fight and wore that badge with the 3 lines with pride. So in my opinion, it wasn't Southgate who got us to the semi-finals in the World Cup. It was the players. And you look at the style of football he plays now, it's boring. It's boring, progressive, defensive football that doesn't work. And you look at the midfielders and the way he sets up. England's midfield, in my opinion, should be Declan Rice, Jack Grealish, and then it's between Mount and Foden. Or you can put Henderson in instead of Declan Rice, right? That's my opinion. He tends to play Calvin Phillips. Now, don't get me wrong, Phillips is a good player, but plays Calvin Phillips with Declan Rice, right? That's kind of 2 defensive midfielders, and then you're going to put one kind of person in front. So you're transitioning what you're meant to be as a 4-3-3 into a 4-2-3-1, which doesn't make sense. And normally the third person as well, you know, by the looks of it, is normally Phil Foden. It normally is Phil Foden, sometimes James Ward-Prowse. So I don't think he's even picking the right team for England in the defence and up top, in my opinion. So I don't think Southgate's the man for the job. I would be frustrated if we did bring him in, but I do doubt it. Now, Some positive news, well, I take it as positive news. Tottenham could now turn their attentions to Graham Potter, Ralph Rangnick or Scott Parker from Dan KP from the Evening Standard, right? I'll give you my thoughts on each of these, because obviously we had a show a couple of days ago, right? Which Brian Ireland brought to us from Tottenham Way, which was absolutely brilliant. So guys, go subscribe to Tottenham Way right now. Brilliant channel. But as I say, look, we'll start things off with Graham Potter. I think Graham Potter, if we can't get Ten Hag, which we haven't obviously because he's extended his contract and Levy has turned him down, Potter has to be the man, unless we can bring in Flick or someone such as that, or the Mönchengladbach coach, or obviously the main coach right now for Lille. I'm forgetting his name now, but if you can't bring those coaches in, Potter has to be the man in my opinion. One, he plays attractive football. Two, he brought a mid-table championship side, Brighton, up to the top tier, and their scouting network that he's brought in, the staff that he's brought in are brilliant, as I say. And I reckon if they had a good striker, they could even be in contention for Europe. And they have stayed up the past few seasons, and it does look like they are going to stay up this season. So look, he'd be a very, very interesting manager. And not only that, but he has some sort of degree, I believe, in like people management. So, you know, I think he'd be an absolutely brilliant, brilliant coach for us. Then we move on to Ralph Rangnick. Look, there's no two ways about it. The guy's been managing 38 years. He's experienced as anything. But I believe 35 of those years are in Austria, right? 35 of those years are in Austria. Now, you look at a manager like him, and I do rate him. I do think he'd be good. He'd definitely bring experience. He'd definitely bring that winning mentality to the changing room. But I don't think that's what we need. You know, you look at Jose. Jose had experience. Jose had a winning mentality. Jose played defensive football, yet the players turned him down. The board turned him down. The board wouldn't give him the money. Jose got himself in a hole. That all turned out an absolute disaster. So that's why I think you have to look at managers like Ten Hag or Graham Potter or these types of managers, instead of going for the likes of Ten Hag. I mean, not Ten Hag. Instead of going for the likes of Gareth Southgate or Ralph Rangnick, in my opinion. You know, Ralph Rangnick especially. I definitely think he's a good coach. He's definitely got experience, that winning mentality, but most of his time is in Austria, and I don't think he would work well with the players. So Potter's definitely my favourite one right now. But that takes on to the final one in this article from Dan KP, Scott Parker. Now, Scott Parker would be very, very interesting. He's been managing 2 years. So I think you look at Scott Parker in the next few years. You don't look at Scott Parker now, in my opinion. But you look at him as well, and within 2 years, he's brought Fulham, you know, a decent championship side, straight up back to the Premier League. And they're probably going to get relegated this season. But one thing's been pretty dominant when it comes to Fulham, and that's that they play very attractive and attacking football. They're always a challenging side to face. We faced them twice. 1-0 win, 1-0 draw. They've beaten the likes of Liverpool this season. They've put up some fantastic matches against other sides. You know, 1-1 draw against Arsenal. Not that that's that hard to get right now, but, you know, just saying, it just goes to show how much of a joke their club is, you know. But anyway, I think Scott Parker's a very, very good manager, but I think you have to look at him in the next 5 years. So for me, it has to be Graham Potter right now. But as I say, Ten Hag extends his contract until 2023. Tottenham turn him down. Southgate flat by interest from Tottenham. Tottenham looking at Graham Potter, Ralph Rangnick or Scott Parker. Very, very interesting. Make sure, you know, to stay on the channel, as I say, tap the notification bell if you're not subscribed. Remember, subscription is free. So if you haven't done it, then I don't understand why you haven't done it. You can expect to see all kinds of brilliant Tottenham Hotspur fan content. You know, guys, please comment down below as well. I love you guys commenting down below. Let me know what types of content you want to see as well. Let me know your thoughts on who should be Tottenham Hotspur's next manager, as I say. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. It is free, as I say. And tap the notification bell so you will be notified every single time we upload, including if you want to hear more about these managerial candidates for the Tottenham Hotspur coach job. But before we end the video, guys, make sure, as I say, smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, as that helps the channel out in the YouTube algorithm. Tap the notification bell. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching, and as always, come on you lily whites.